Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Macrocast, your source for news and entertainment with the minds behind Macro Records.
And you will be pleased to know that today is Columbus Day.
Happy Columbus Day.
I was just dressed like Christopher Columbus, but he told me to take it off. I'm going to take off my spectacles, too, because that's what Christopher Columbus would want.
He would want that?
Yeah, and Chris Columbus, too, the director of Harry Potter and Home Alone.
Okay. Interesting.
Are you a fan of those movies?
I mean, yeah. I love both of those movies.
Can we talk about some Macro Records news? What's new in the world of Macro?
It's a light news week.
We have a new website.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's right. We mentioned it last week that our website, This Is Macro, the official 2.0 version, was ready, and our store to accompany it was in the works as well.
It's up.
It's up.
It's up, so you can now get Macro Records merchandise.
If you want to check out the store, please go to shop.thisismacro.com, or you can just find it through our website at thisismacro.com.
And you'll find the shop tab. It's really easy to click on.
Well, if you go to shop.thisismacro.com, it's going to take you to the actual store site.
Yeah.
And they're technically two separate sites, but they're not hard to navigate.
And you'll find photos of all the merchandise.
I mean, so far all you're seeing is the base design. You're not seeing how it actually looks on the shirt, but we have a photo shoot in the works.
So that's the next thing that's coming up. But
yeah.
If you've seen us wearing the shirts, you'll get an idea, and you can go ahead and order them yourself.
But you might see some beautiful people wearing them.
I don't know if you can see the pillow right by Alex too.
Oh yes, I'll just give them a look.
Yeah, that's a cool pillow that was sent to us by Southern Moon Creations. You can find her store at etsy.com/shop/Southern Moon Creation. She has a lot of awesome stuff. It's a weeping angel pillow, in case you can't tell. Do you want to flip it over really quick?
It's pretty comfortable.
You can see the other side is the angel when you're looking at it. So.
And then also, if you see in Downlow'd's frame, he has a pretty cool scarf.
This is also from Southern Moon Creation. Yeah, this is all the doctors. So I figured I'd give this store a plug.
Etsy is really cool, man.
It is cool. You find a lot of really interesting stuff. And she has.
I saw a stitch, like a what do they call it? A crocheted little Cyberman.
Cyberman.
Yeah,
Cyberman.
And
it's like a name.
It was so cute looking.
Like Jim Cyberman.
I want one of those Cybermen. If I can't remember the name of the shop, but it's on Etsy.
Yeah, it seems like I might have bought out a bunch of her cool stuff, but she has other cool stuff. She has like Gamora and looks like another Weeping Angel pillow. So if you like this one, you can buy another one.
In other Macro news, the track we're featuring today is what? Wait, what were we featuring?
Today, we're featuring
what was the name of the track?
Oh my God, Run DMT, Good to Me.
Run DMT, Good to Me, which was on Relief,
right.
Our Hurricane Sandy Relief album.
Totally.
But the reason we're featuring it, if you guys don't know, we don't have any releases, unfortunately, in October. It's kind of like our month off from releasing music. It wasn't necessarily intentional. It just kind of ended up happening that way. I'm excited to tell you guys, though, like, when our first release in November is going to be really, really sick.
What is it?
It's House Guard, Space Horizon.
House Guard. That's cool.
And
well, what about aren't we releasing some Novair soon?
Oh, that's right. Okay, Novair will be our first release back in November.
Yeah.
And
then House Guard.
And then House Guard. And the House Guard one is going to be really good. So is Novair.
There's a chance there might be a Downlow'd release somewhere in between there. I don't know.
It's in the works.
I'm not sure.
Well, we'll give you guys more details as they come.
So what's going on in the huge globe that we live on?
So
sphere.
Recently, festival season kind of just ended.
When was Tomorrow World anyway?
I don't know. You go ahead and find that on the other machine.
We have 3 machines, guys.
Yeah, we are badass.
So badass.
So what happened was a hunter found a naked festival goer in the woods 4 days after Tomorrow World.
Looks like it was in September.
Okay, so
September 26th, 27th, and 28th.
So Georgian hunter Casey Sanders was looking to shoot a deer or two, but instead found a naked man.
And he was in the forest the whole time?
He got separated from his friends or something. Something happened.
So he was just out there surviving in the forest.
Yeah.
But he was naked.
He was naked.
What happened in the period between getting lost and like?
Somebody standing in my creek naked. I'm not gonna shoot you, but If I see somebody else, this will not be good.
What the fuck? Why?
Because, I mean, he's in the middle of the woods in his property. Like, I'd be sketched out, too.
What? Explain to me what happened. Can you... What? Show? What kind of show? You know what it was called?
Tomorrow World. What if this is like a trailer?
No, he can't
You don't know what
remember.
it was called?
He took a lot of drugs.
Part of it may have been a dream. Oh, so he got mugged or something.
Where are your clothes?
Where the fuck is he? This is creepy.
Where? You don't know where your clothes are?
He's completely naked? Oh my god, what the fuck? They found me naked and kicked me out. No, wait, leave it.
No,
Oh my God.
we've watched enough of it.
What? Okay, so what happens though? What else happens?
He gets rescued. The guy talks to him for a little bit, figures out his story, and then helps him out.
He had no idea where. So what do you think he took some drugs?
I mean,
like some crazy drugs.
I don't know. He says that he was with some guys. You know, it's easy to meet people, and he probably ended up with some sketchy ass people.
Didn't we talk about how some woman was raped recently? Or no, we didn't talk about that on the podcast. But she said that someone had lured her away from some rave, and it was in Georgia too, I think.
Oh God.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's all Georgia, but
Okay.
watch out. Watch out, guys. Just be safe. And I mean, so apparently some couple dragged her out of a festival, and like it may have been at Hard. It was in L.A., I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So,
Don't quote me on anything ever. What is this?
Have you guys heard of?
Have you guys?
Well, I'm talking to you as well as
And
the
the-
audience. Have you guys heard of Hatsune Miku? It's a
The
virtual...
audience can't talk to us though.
Well, it's a rhetorical question.
Oh,
God damn it. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
I don't know what that is.
She's a virtual presence. She's also a singer.
What?
Something out of Japan, but it was on...
Oh, of course.
It was on The Tonight Show with David Letterman, and...
Hatsune Miku? She hot? Soon?
It's not a real person, so...
It's like a hologram?
Something like that.
This is so ridiculous. You know, are all the people like rocking out in the crowd? They're
It's
yeah.
It's total Japanese pop, too. It's like...
Did you ever see that movie Simone with I think Al Pacino was in it?
No.
Where he created a digital like superstar?
Really?
Yeah, you never watched it. It was actually a good movie. But yeah, so she became like she did a 3D performance at like in some stadium in LA.
Uh-huh.
And blew people's minds, but it was just like that. It was like 3D. She wasn't real, and everyone's like Simone.
Well,
And-
it's didn't they did it at Coachella with Tupac, no?
Well, yeah, but this was way before that. Let's see.
See what you can find on
See what I can look up. Over here.
in the meantime, we want to move on to
It's
this
from
next
2002.
Oh,
I
okay,
think
that
with
was a
Tupac
while
happened
back.
like 10 years later.
story. Nice.
So who knows? Anyway, Steve Aoki is now up to more shenanigans.
Okay, so get this one. Most people are familiar with Wonderground, which is an infamous satire site. Anything you read off there is not true. I mean, you can't take any of it for real, but
Only a fool would.
they started something about Steve Aoki being a shit DJ, and they ended up making these shirts and were trying to sell them. They started some sort of crowdfunding campaign trying to get these shirts made,
Uh-huh.
and it asked me about my shit DJ impression, and you lift up the shirt and it's a picture of Steve Aoki.
Is Steve Aoki the only one?
So far, yeah, he's actually issued.
He's going to sue them.
He's issued a cease and desist to Wonderground, and their response was like, "Well, we never ended up manufacturing them. The crowdfunding campaign only had 11 people,
Oh.
so not that many people were interested."
So what does that mean? Was that like meant to be a kind of jab at Steve Aoki?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, oh, only 11 people want to make fun of you.
I mean, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. So maybe they meant that like apologetically. It could go either way. You never know with text, you know?
Well, you never know with Wonderground, especially.
Right.
Especially Wonderground.
So tell me what else is going on in the world. This man looks distraught.
So everyone, I mean, sponsors and marketing deals and, you know,
Why? Okay, wait,
cross-business deals can entail some pretty crazy stuff. So the NFL, the National Football League
Yes.
of America, they've actually had this deal, I guess, with Bose sound systems for a long time.
Bose.
But now apparently the deal prohibits players from wearing Beats by Dre headphones. So everyone's curious, like, what does this mean? You know, a lot of players. I mean, players have even been in commercials for Beats by Dre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you an advocate of Beats by Dre?
Colin Kaepernick said he was fined $10,000 for wearing Beats by Dre after the game Sunday. This was recently.
Why?
49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick said, fined $10,000. Yeah, I mean...
Okay, so what we know is that people are getting fined for wearing Beats by Dre. We don't know why.
Their marketing deal or their sponsorship deal with Bose that the NFL has.
So why don't they just wear Bose headphones?
Because Bose... I mean, think about it. Like, okay, everyone... They've already been sponsored by Beats by Dre before, individual players. It doesn't make sense that the NFL itself is like perpetrating this upon the players.
Well, the players all have their own. I guess so. The NFL has a deal with Bose exclusively, so all the players therefore have a deal with Bose.
Well, not necessarily, but like what happened here. If you wear Beats by Dre now, the NFL is going to fine you because it.
Do they get free Bose headphones? Is the question. Because if they have free Bose headphones, there's no reason to wear Beats by Dre. Bose is actually better.
I mean, yeah, in terms of, you know...
It's way better.
Oral quality and all that.
Oral quality?
Bose is way better.
Not Auror quality.
Auror? Like
Auror.
Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I want to be an Auror when I grow up.
Speaking of Harry Potter, didn't you hear about something that had to do with...
Dude, that's kind of... Wait, what?
Isn't that new? That's new news, man.
Yeah, but it was scheduled for later on.
Oh, my God.
Why'd you do that?
I just jumped so far ahead. I'm so sorry.
Why'd you do that?
Because I could make the segue, dude.
No.
I could make the segue.
No, you could not make the segue, sir.
I made it happen.
Your segue failed.
Now it's failing.
Because I wasn't ready for that.
Fantastic beats and where to find them? Dude, it makes so much sense. Beats by Dre, fantastic beats and where to find them.
Okay, so J.K. Rowling...
I'm limp, frankly. Limp. She hasn't...
Oh,
wow, she's really gotten into it, hasn't she?
Anagram, my spiritual home. Alright, let's see, where is it?
So J.K. Rowling is writing the new X-Men story.
So J.K. Rowling put out this
not
tweet
true.
recently.
It's not true at
Let's
all.
get rid of those damn buttons there, they're annoying. Cry, foe, run amok, far awry, my wand won't tolerate this nonsense.
Now, what wand is she talking about? Is
So-
she referring to her penis? Is it like...
Someone on Redditor...
You fail.
Fail. Someone on Reddit...
You're the weakest link.
Someone on Reddit captured that it was an anagram, and they were able to decipher it. Harry returns. Won't say any details now. A week off. No comment.
How do you know that, though? I think that people are kind of like finding what they want to find out of the situation. Like
You're telling me it's a perfect anagram for that, and you don't believe J.K. Rowling had something to do with it?
Maybe.
She replies to them. Newt only meant to stay in New York for... What? I don't know what she's talking about there.
Circumstances ensured that he remained...
Thank you for being the kind people who get excited about an anagram. Hashtag my spiritual home.
What the hell
does
does that
mean? I don't know.
It's probably another anagram.
Oh, maybe.
A
Yeah.
bananagram. What's the difference between an anagram and a bananagram?
I mean, a bananagram contains banana.
Yeah, I suppose so. So what does that mean for the Harry Potter universe? Do you want to speculate a little bit?
I don't know. I feel like that's good enough. That should be a good tidbit for you guys. And if we know anything more,
I feel like there's
next week we'll talk about it.
No, wait. I want to spit some fucking bullshit about this.
Okay, so let's see what Download predicts for Harry Potter.
I feel like it's going to be like Harry Potter, the Auror years. It's going to be for like an older audience.
A lot of people have
sex and
speculated
drugs.
That. I mean, the Harry
house
Potter
music.
The Harry Potter fan base is significantly older now.
Harry woke up at Tomorrow World naked.
No, it actually plot twist. It was actually Daniel Radcliffe.
It was Daniel Radcliffe. Speaking of Daniel Radcliffe, have you seen that movie Horns?
No, what's that?
It's like his new role, one of his new roles. He's like the devil or something like that. I heard it's spectacular. I've always known that he was a hell of an actor though. Mm-hmm. I've known that he could do it.
So a couple weeks
he's not a hell of a hacker though, is he?
No. So a couple weeks ago we talked about the fappening.
The fappening.
But there has since been
Shwing!
recently, actually this past week, something called the snappening.
I still know nothing about this.
So 100,000 Snapchat photos were hacked via some other service called like Save My Snap. It wasn't Snapchat directly that got hacked. It was a third-party app, I guess you could say. A third-party software developer who has this app that lets you save Snapchats or something. So the hackers accessed that database and were able to retrieve 100,000 photos, and according to someone, 90% of them are dick pics. So I wasn't curious.
So wait, were they photos from like all of the Snapchats ever?
No, only people who had used the Save My Snap service.
They've used that before. Okay, I see.
Not everyone who's used Snapchat, because do you know?
I've never used Snapchat before ever.
The user base is mostly like 12 to 19, I think, on Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use Snapchat. I mean, it's fun.
Why?
Because I don't know, man. It's just fun.
That automatically sounds like something I wouldn't be interested in.
I have very few friends on my Snapchat list, so it's not like I'm sending shit out to everyone.
What are you sending to people?
Like cool things I see, or
nudes, pictures of
this morning
shit.
I had breakfast. I put it on my Snapchat. It was brunch at this place called The Garden here in El Paso.
No, I thought you said it was the Greenery.
The Greenery, yes.
Oh my god.
The Greenery, which is located in Sunland Park Mall.
That sounds great. For anybody who doesn't, it's located in Sunland Park Mall. That sounds like a strip mall.
No, it's a pretty nice place to eat. It was good food.
So if you're interested, you can check. Wait, did you post it to Instagram? You should post it to Instagram.
If you want, just sound off in the comments somewhere, and I'll let you guys have my Snapchat address.
No,
you can see all the Snapchats I post.
Post it to Instagram. That way they can check out our Instagram.
Fuck
man.
Instagram.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna. You want me to post my food pics on the Macro Instagram?
Yes. Why not?
Okay.
It just makes sense, doesn't it?
No.
If you guys dislike that idea, like this video.
If you want to see the cool shit we post, like places, go check out our Reddit account. Reddit.com/u/macrorecords.
But follow us on Instagram anyway.
Yeah. It's Instagram.com/macrorecords.
Okay, so these people, like all of these Snapchats are circulating now, and it said that there were quite a few underage Snapchats.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate.
Here, wait, we're not talking about this yet. I don't know how this got there.
How this got there?
But yeah, they were talking about how most of those Snapchats were dick pics.
Gross.
I'm not really curious to see them.
I mean, that's cool if that's what you're into, but now you know.
Yeah.
If that's what you're into, then go check out.
And a lot of the people are underage.
Okay, then don't do that. Don't say that. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Now people are gonna be, Download told me to go look. Well, it wasn't. Oh my god, it's not the way it's supposed to be. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, I'm preparing you a topic.
You're preparing me a topic. Okay, so are you going to segue into this or just drop it right onto me?
Well,
you're going to think up a segue like on the fly right now, aren't you?
No segue necessary.
Lost Return? What?
So, one of the creators of
Lost.
Lost has stated that it will be returning.
Yes, dude. I love Lost.
I mean, this is not 100%. This is according to Nerdist. So Nerdist is pretty reputable when it comes to news. So I don't know.
Let me see. I'm going to
put
on my eyes, my lentis. Over 10 years ago, ABC unleashed a phenomenon across the world, Lost, labeled as a series so high risk that its $13 million pilot ended up getting a network executive fired. The series became a cultural icon and the shining example of television's newly founded golden age. But that guy never got his job back. Do you think that guy ever got his job back? I wonder.
I don't know.
So no one really knows. Okay, well, we all thought that. I mean, spoiler alert, but we all thought. I'm sure that you
I
guys
haven't
have all.
watched Lost.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Spoil away, though. Spoil away.
So at the very end, everyone is dead, right? Everyone's always been dead, and their like time on the island was, I guess, purgatory or something like that. But now they're gonna come back, and that wasn't even like it's like it's like a punch in the balls. They're like,
So did people die on the island?
oh yeah,
So how can you die in purgatory?
I guess they go to like hell. They go to hell or something.
This is more flimsy logic than the purgatory supernatural.
Hey man, you like Person of Interest, don't you?
What's flimsy with their logic?
There's nothing flimsy, but it's the same people that were working on Lost. Many of the same people work on Person of Interest.
Well, they're doing a lot better job. I can't.
You haven't even watched it. How can you say like?
Should I watch Lost?
What I can tell you are like the first 3 seasons of Lost are hard to get through, but once it starts like really rolling, it gets really good.
Do you have to pay like close attention to the show?
I mean, yeah. Dude, it took me years to get through Lost.
Years?
Like, yeah, I started watching it like my freshman year of college, and I finished watching it like I think 3 years later.
Wow.
Took me because it's the same thing with Warehouse 13. I started watching Warehouse 13 a long time ago and finished watching it years later, and I actually found like I enjoyed it more later.
I was watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, just happened to be on, and the guy who plays Artie in Warehouse 13 was in it, and it was like 25 years ago. It was crazy.
He's been in so many, but he's been in Person of Interest too.
Yeah.
All of those TV actors have been in so many different things. It's unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
Oh God. It's
So
William
Shatner is going to be in the next Star Trek, the new one by J.J. Abrams, the third one, Star Trek 3.
And Judge Dredd gets a sequel,
which I'm awesome about. I'm excited about.
Well, you know what I'm really excited about? Apparently, there's going to be another National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah.
So is that going to be with Chevy Chase though?
He's going to be okay. So here's the lowdown on that. I can't remember his name, but the guy who's playing Rusty is freaking awesome, man. He's a stand-up comedian and also an actor.
Uh-huh.
He's playing Rusty, and Rusty is older, and this is about Rusty and his wife and their kids. And Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo are in it, but they're the grandparents.
Okay.
So I was happy to hear that this is not a reboot, but a sequel.
Nice.
So I have high hopes for it. And it's just called Vacation.
I feel like Chevy Chase has kind of gone downhill a bit. He's like kind of the insane guy in Hollywood now.
He recently had it out with, what's his name, the creator of Community.
With Dan Harmon.
They've had it out a couple times.
He hasn't been on the show for a while. So, I mean, he's,
Yeah.
Poor, and it sucks, but Community is still just as good as it was. And I mean, when it left off, and it's picking back up, I guess, on Yahoo Screen soon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know very much about when it's coming back, but I'm excited to see what they do with it.
So one of the questions someone asked Dan Harmon, because it was coming on that network, is, so now there's no limits on what they can say. They can pretty much say whatever they want.
So wait, you mean they can curse and stuff?
People wanted to know, are they going to hear Abed and their other friends from people,
Like
characters that they love from Community cursing and saying shit like fucking pussy and bad things? It's fun to do bad things.
I don't know. I think that would add an interesting aspect to the show.
He said it's probably not going to happen. He was like,
the show's good enough where it's at.
Yeah, there's no point in just throwing in like fucks and shits
just for comedic value. Yeah,
just because you can.
That's low
It
comedy.
wouldn't even be for comedic value. It'd be just because you can.
Right. Did you ever give it a chance? Did you ever watch any of Community?
I watch Community when it comes on sparingly, but I have not watched it.
I'm a fan of Abed. Do you like Abed?
I like all the characters on that show. They're pretty good.
And Annie. I love Annie because, of course, Allison Brie's hot.
Yeah,
She's
she's cool too, man.
What, you know her personally?
No, I've just heard about her.
You've heard from who?
I've watched interviews with her.
Oh, really? It wasn't like you were like,
I'm not friends with her.
I've heard about her. We were actually, we were over drinking at the bar, at the pub.
I was at some party in L.A. and I met her.
Not even in L.A.
Oh,
in Minnesota.
No,
in like the middle of it. We were drinking at
Wisconsin.
We were at a drinkery.
So, Avengers, the new movie, people have been trying to put out rumors as to what the next movie after that is going to be.
After the Avengers?
So a lot of the creators have hinted, nothing for sure, this isn't concrete, that it could be the Civil War type thing or the Secret Wars type thing.
Okay.
Secret Wars sounds
I don't
really
know what
awesome.
any of that is.
So the Secret Wars is when all the members, like all the superhumans from the Marvel Universe, are sent to a world to battle it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear about this.
All the supervillains and all the superheroes to battle each other in an epic battle.
An epic battle to end all time.
Yeah. This is
That's
like Gettysburg on steroids.
And so it's all of it's like the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and all the villains.
All the villains.
So it's good versus evil. Like
it would be
ultimate
so
battle.
awesome, man.
Okay, so is that going to happen?
These are just speculations. We
we're
still
just
need
throwing
to
it
see,
out there.
We still need to see
I'm not-
Age of Ultron, so we're not going to
Yeah.
know for a while.
I don't know. I'm still excited for the Deadpool movie. That's all I'm waiting for.
So apparently recent negotiations with Sony to get the rights back to all of Spider-Man have, they failed. And
No, oh really? So Disney's not going to get the rights to that?
no one even... Okay, according to MoviePilot.com, no one even knows what is happening with Spider-Man anymore.
I thought that you sent this
including
to me
Sony.
earlier this week.
I
You never
didn't.
sent this to me. I just saw it somewhere.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Sony doesn't know what's going to happen with Spider-Man. What does that even mean?
they're talking about maybe getting a new actor.
Oh, no.
And people are saying, well, fuck, another origin story of Spider-Man again?
Please just sell it to Disney, man.
That's what they need to do, man.
Please. Like, that way they can do it justice. Like, Disney will probably pay $1 billion for Spider-Man anyway.
Oh, easily.
Just for Spider-Man. Final Fantasy. Oh, we're going to talk about this? All right. Final Fantasy's Tetsuya Nomura redesigns Catwoman, but Catwoman has a fucking tail. It makes no sense.
She looks
It's
badass.
cool. It does look sick. He also design a bunch of other DC characters?
Yeah, we actually looked at some of them. You want to take a look at them again?
We should show the viewers at home.
Okay, so there's Catwoman.
Let's zoom in on her. Go over her specs. Let's take a really good look at her. Hold up. I'm going to put my glasses on. Put my eyes on.
Her helmet is really badass. I'm digging it.
How can she see out of it, though?
I don't know.
It looks. She has like this like big
might have a
purple
HUD.
visor like over her face,
Probably got some sort of HUD.
and she's got really really long hair. She's got those awesome claws though. That's super badass.
Her breasts are perfect.
Oh, they're just beautiful. And she like I don't know if she's like wearing like tights or what that is, but she just looks sexy as hell, girl.
So let's take a look at some of the other variant play arts. I think they're called. Yeah, variant play arts.
Play arts. Let's see. Isn't there's an actual website for these, man?
Really?
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure. Let's go to the actual website. Square Enix shop. Or even below that, DC Comics, Batman, whatever. There's gonna be a bunch of them, I guarantee. These Kingdom Hearts ones. No, we're looking at Batman: Arkham Origins, Joker to the right. There's Robin to the right. Oh, dude, Robin is a child though. He's not supposed to look like a man. That's weird. Unless you're talking about like Red Robin. Who's this? Hawkman?
Hawkman, that looks pretty badass.
Can we zoom in on him though? Fuck. $120 for this piece. It's okay. I'll get a better view once I watch the podcast. What is this?
Don't know.
Kingdom Hearts.
Who's this?
Oh, that's Rorschach from Watchmen.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, totally.
So they did
Darkseid. They've got Darkseid right there. Look on the right.
Here?
There's Batman right there. Let's see. Oh, Batman looks sick.
He looks a little too buff here. I don't
Nah,
know.
Batman should be ripped, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. Look at Darkseid.
where's Darkseid?
Right, up, right there. Darkseid. He looks sick.
Yeah,
That's
he looks
awesome.
pretty badass.
I
Overall,
feel like
these are pretty cool.
there should really be like a Square DC game that would be so badass.
So if you're interested or want to know more, go check it out.
What do we have here?
So
There's a bunch of old N64 games.
this man is selling his gaming collection.
For how much? Millions
It
of
is
dollars.
insane. Like almost every gaming console, every game almost ever made.
And
He's selling it for $160,000. So
Oh,
if you
really?
want the most badass video game collection in the world, here you go. If I had the money, I would buy that shit.
I'm surprised that he's only selling it for $160,000. Is everything in working condition?
Yeah.
Only 160 grand, huh?
Sounds about right.
That's pretty reasonable. That's like he's pretty much selling it for like just a little more than it's worth. I'm sure.
So, Telltale Games, if you guys don't know, I think they did their most recent Borderlands, and they do the Walking Dead series.
Oh, there's a Game of Thrones one now?
They're making a Game of Thrones game, Iron from Ice. # Iron from Ice. This is about all we have on this.
Trackers and hunters sworn to deep wood with clan names like Forrester and Woods, Branch and Bowl. What the fuck does that mean? Forrester? I don't know. Why is Forrester all like bolded out? It's like
they're trying to leave some sort of Easter egg, but you have to really know Game of Thrones lore.
Forrester. It makes me that like feels like it's someone's surname, isn't it? It's like John Forrester.
So
we got Damon Hatfield.
We're just the only reason you're seeing him is because IGN has a story, but there's an arcade game. This looks so badass.
Where can you play this?
It's going to be at actual arcades, man. This is not something for your house. Oh, if you have enough money, it is, but it looks really freaking sick. It's a Star Wars flight sim, pretty much.
Nice. Do you think that people will be able to use this to train for like military application?
It's probably not that advanced, but it looks really fun, man.
Star Wars Battle Pod. How much will this cost you if you want to put one in your house?
Probably, I'm guessing $10,000.
$10,000?
Probably.
Is it virtual reality? Like,
no.
Can you actually feel like the wind?
It looked like almost like IMAX technology a little bit, you know?
It would be really cool if they had like air conditioners hooked up so it like blows air at you while you're going like different like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking. Man, that's 4D, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need.
Yeah.
In this life.
Definitely do.
And I want like water to squirt at me when I hit the water, like, you know. But then you would have to like. These things need to be self-maintaining. Like, they need to take care of themselves. So, otherwise, you forget to change the water, and the water would be all, like, stale and old.
Yeah,
and, like,
be gross.
But then it could be realistic, because it would be, like, swamp, like, true swamp water. Like, there's real, like, microbes, and you get sick.
And then somehow Shrek shows up, and he's like, "This is my swamp."
And you get Ebola, which is fucking
He's like,
crazy.
"It's all over now."
What's going on with all of the Ebola stuff, really quick? Like, I heard that someone has Ebola.
You want to hear what I told my family when they were talking about?
What are they worried about it, though?
I don't like to put in my political 2 cents sometimes because it can offend people and spark arguments that I really don't feel like.
Those are the good conversations that we need to have.
I don't have the strength to argue with these idiots, but this is what I said. I was like, it's obvious that this is being used to detract you from the real issues, like our country bankrupting itself and the multiple wars we are about to be fighting very soon. So think about that before you start worrying about Ebola or bird flu or swine flu or whatever the fuck it is that we worry about.
What if a bunch of people get Ebola, though?
Then I'd start worrying. But as for right now,
now
I'm
another
not
lady
worried.
has Ebola. Like, another lady, she's like, it's all the people that are taking care of you. Like, everyone needs to be quarantined. That has Ebola.
Did you hear the story about
Why
the
aren't
guy?
they, like, getting sprayed down with, like, gases, like in Outlast when we had to go through that? Like, you know, you get sprayed down with those gases. Why the fuck is that not happening?
Did you hear about the man who was on a plane and
he sneezed?
No, he made some remark like, well, it's not like I have Ebola, and they quarantined the plane and removed him from it.
Wait. What? This happened recently?
This happened 2 days ago.
No, what happened is the guy sneezed and jokingly said, "Oh, sorry guys, I don't have Ebola. I just came from Africa," or something like that.
Yeah.
And they quarantined the whole fucking plane.
And they removed him and then did tests on him.
And the people that were sitting around him.
Yeah.
Because if you sneeze or cough with Ebola, like, that, you know, that you can get Ebola. I don't think that it's going to massively spread in the United States. I think that our water and our sewage is too well, like, taken care of.
Our medical infrastructure is far too advanced not to be able to handle this. So why don't you start worrying here?
Well, you know what's even worse, though, is obesity. Obesity kills, like, millions of people a year, doesn't it? Or, like, hundreds of thousands of people at least. And everyone's worried about one person with Ebola.
You want something to be worried about? I'll give you something to be worried about.
Tobacco deaths kill a bunch of people.
Fuck that. You want something to worry about? Here's your fucking, you know, seriously? Here you go.
Why are we going more and more in debt every second?
Just
like, who is spending the money? Someone's in there like, ching, 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 ching.
Like, look at it go, man. Look at it fucking go. That's your
believe-
futures, people. Wake the fuck up.
I honestly believe that they have a group of like small children like like hitting return on a cash register
Or like paying 10 cents at a time, like really fast, like do like those flash dexterity.
But you
tests
know that
off.
you could fix this all if you just donate 10 cents of your daily income to an African child.
No.
Dude, they need to eat. I received something in the mail recently, and it was like, this is Mequanda. Mequanda is a 10-year-old child. She's going to get sold off to her new husband or some shit unless you donate like 30 cents a day. And I was like, sorry, Mequanda.
So you donated?
No, I threw it away.
Oh.
I felt bad, but Mequanda's gonna enjoy her new relationships, though. You gotta like keep things on the bright side. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So I don't know. Anyway, I think that we've got a little bit of spoiler.
So
Spoiler alert now.
We're gonna go into the final, the end
Yes.
part of this podcast, and we're gonna be talking a lot of TV shows, especially all the shows that premiered this last week, and some of the ones from the week before that we're all caught up on. So,
And I haven't seen any like good movies or anything like that, but there is that new Dracula movie. Have you heard about that?
I haven't heard anything about
So
it.
we can't talk. There's no movies to talk about this week, guys.
This is mostly TV shows, so be warned, there are spoilers for the first, the season premiere of Arrow, season premiere of Flash, season premiere of Supernatural,
Person of Interest.
season premiere of Person of Interest,
Gotham.
the most recent episode of Doctor Who, all the episodes of Gotham that are out.
I might talk about some American Horror Story.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit, and some Star Wars Rebels. So please, if any of those shows,
Rebels.
if you are not caught up with any of those shows, please fast forward to the last minute of the show or 2 minutes of the show.
What? Then you don't. Okay, so the show is basically over for this.
Yeah, you can tune out if you want, or go check out the plugs at the end.
We don't have any
Please
video
go check
game?
out thisismacro.com. It's the hub for all things macro, and shop.thisismacro.com. It's our new shop. Go check it out. Now let's start talking TV shows.
You can go to like the last 5 minutes of I don't know. We might talk about video games a little bit. I don't
We
know.
already did.
We did?
Yeah, dude.
What?
That Star Wars pod and the story before it. Pay attention, yo.
Oh my
American
God.
Horror Story.
Jesus, I thought that was the... Oh my God.
Tell us a little bit. I haven't watched it yet. Downloading encourages everyone to watch it. Tell us a little bit about American Horror Story Freak
encourage
Show.
everyone to watch it. I think that some people might find it to
Scary?
be a scary or graphic. I'm not personally scared by this season, like really at all. I think that it's more interesting than anything else. There's some interesting characters. They have like, I don't really want to reveal too much because you haven't seen it, but there's like a rich woman who takes her weird, old strangely old to be living with her son to this like freak show, and he's like, "Mommy, I want a freak." She's like, "I'll buy you a freak." There's like a weird
Veruca Salt.
kind of, yeah, but it's weird because it's like a really old woman and her fucking older son, who's like in his late 20s, early 30s probably. But there's a lot of other interesting stuff going on.
The marketing campaign for this show, the new season was really awesome. Like, it was plastered everywhere, and they had some really interesting commercials.
I actually saw only one of them. I thought that their marketing campaign was better for Coven. But
yeah,
I can't
was
seem to be
Coven
getting-
Coven was the last one?
Yeah, and I really enjoyed that season.
How many? This is the 4th season, right?
Yeah, it is. Seems like people have been giving Coven a lot of hate, though. I can't seem to find any of the cast. I want to find the cast.
I have it right here. Here you go.
Let's see. I'll tell you who really stands out.
Oh,
Yeah, Evan Peters is awesome. Actually, the entire cast is really fantastic. Frances Conroy is, I think, who I'm talking about. Click on her. Yeah, dude, she's fucking kick-ass. And Jessica Lange is really badass, if you want to go back. Let's see. But the really interesting thing about the show is they cast a bunch of actual, people that are...
So these people play different roles each season, right?
They do, except for...
Or they're different characters, I should say.
In this season, they've actually cast people with like real physical deformities. There's the smallest girl in the world. She's on this show.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates is fantastic. She plays the bearded lady, and she's got this like amazing, crazy accent.
Emma Roberts is in it?
Yeah, she hasn't even showed up yet. She's not in the first.
So
first
she's in
episode.
Freak Show.
Yeah, she's. All of these people are in this season.
So this girl Emma Roberts wasn't in last season?
She was.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't in the first 2 seasons though. Kathy Bates wasn't in the first 2 seasons. So she's a new addition. Angela Bassett's a new addition, but Frances Conroy was in the first season and the third season. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's worth checking out. I mean, I personally feel like that show shows some of the most promise out of all of the premieres that I watched, or pilots, or not.
I'm gonna have to
not really
watch
pilots, but yeah, you should check it out.
I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
Check it out.
So let's talk about the season premiere of Arrow.
Oh, yes.
First thoughts? Roy was fucking badass.
I thought it was like they were all like, all right, so now that we're done kicking ass, we're all gonna go do our own things. Like, I was like,
Roy's
okay.
and Roy's like, no, I want to go kick some more ass.
He's like, I'm gonna go on patrol, kick more ass. Like, Roy. Yeah, Roy is sick. I'm stoked.
Best moment of the season premiere?
Oh my god, I know your favorite one is.
What is it?
That's from The Flash. You like the cool part.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But I don't know. I think the new Count Vertigo.
Fuck
is
yeah.
Probably my favorite.
It's the guy from Bad Boys 2. Let me see if I can find his name real
Peter
quick.
Stormare.
Oh, there you go.
His name, yeah. But he brings like an element of like kind of violence to the role that wasn't really there before. And he's been in so many movies and TV shows. He's an accomplished actor. So he got pretty crazy with it, and you could tell he was having fun.
He's much better Count Vertigo.
Actually, on some of the on the DC Comics subreddit, some people were hating on Peter Stormare's performance. They said that they liked the kind of like goofiness of the Count before. But I think that it's cool that they kept like they didn't discredit the other Count. They were like, yeah, this is the other Count Vertigo.
Yeah.
You know, while the other one is still locked up.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he died?
Arrow killed him, remember?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oliver killed him.
Oh, okay. Well, he's dead. So this is the new.
Oh no,
Vertigo.
wait, did he not? I don't remember. They say he's dead in this episode.
Okay. Well, yeah, he has like kind of this element with like the fear serum or whatever.
It's a modified Vertigo.
Yeah, I mean, they could never use Scarecrow in this, but I don't, you know.
My best moment would definitely have to be the collapsible bow. It's fucking awesome.
That's the best moment of the whole thing.
Like,
you saw him take out the bow, and you were like, "Yes, yeah,
no,
that was cool."
When he was like, he's going to dinner, and he's like, and the bow just like collapses, and
he can put the bow in his pocket now.
Yeah,
which is really crazy.
That's awesome. You gotta, I mean, props to Felicity. She probably designed it, and it's like.
No, I doubt that.
No, she did.
You think Felicity designed it?
She designed his last bow.
And Oliver's like trying to bone Felicity, and that's never gonna happen now.
It's sad.
And fucking
actually, I thought Felicity was gonna be with Barry, man.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Barry has other love interests.
Iris,
his sister,
and
the other chick.
He has another one, no?
Yeah.
Well, the Flash is supposed to be a ladies' man.
I feel like Barry just wants to get some. Like
he's supposed to be a ladies' man.
But he's not right now, man.
Yeah.
He's not like down with his powers.
I love the Flash. He's always like speedstering up to chicks and be like, "Hey, girl, what's up? Can I get your phone number?" And
yeah. But he's always like trying to show off to them too.
Yeah.
And Barry hasn't he's not that person yet, you know.
He's not egotistical at all yet.
Totally. But I don't know. I was really stoked about Arrow. Yeah, this new season.
Someone died. We won't say who. We'll keep the spoilers limited to the fact that someone died. But it's.
Well, it's kind of hard to talk about the whole thing without saying we
already mentioned spoilers though.
There's gonna be a new Black Canary. That's all we can say. You know. And I'm ready for it because it's.
Are you ready for
Black Canary?
Are you ready for Starling City to become Star City?
And Ray Palmer to become the head of Queen Consolidated?
I'm curious to know, how you said, does he have his powers yet? Because we don't really know.
I don't know, but at the very end of Flash, there was that moment where we figured out that guy might be kind of a bad guy. We don't know what his intentions are, you know.
The guy from Star Labs.
Yeah, and we saw there was a close up of a newspaper where it said that Wayne Inc. and Queen Consolidated merged. So there was kind of an Easter egg to that.
Uh-huh.
And there was another Easter egg I don't really remember, but you should check it out. Pay close attention to that if you guys watch the season premiere of Arrow.
So my guess on who the character was at the end who did the killing is definitely Ra's al Ghul. And we had mentioned on the podcast before how Liam Neeson said he would have loved to play Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the CW released a statement that said they did indeed offer Liam Neeson the role and were prepared to pay him his amount. The only thing was a scheduling conflict, and because
because of Tay Threakin.
Tekken 3, Liam Neeson wasn't able to film for this.
God.
And he said he's sad that he wasn't able to do it.
That makes me really
wanted
sad
to reprise his role as Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul,
That
however
would've
you
been
prefer
cool.
it.
They're
Tomato.
both kind of correct. But yeah,
So what about Flash, real quick? Do we have any other thoughts on it?
well, you said that you loved it.
I thought it was great, man.
I think that we've yet to see like the real awesomeness that this show has to offer, but I think it's laid like good ground for it, you know.
We watched that interview, and it seems like some of the actors are pretty excited for what's to come too. So that bodes well.
I think that DC has done a good job in getting people that are really interested in like the comic books and the lore. Like Stephen Amell, for instance, is like obsessed with it. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Arrow. Like,
He's so happy he's Arrow.
and his performance is kind of, I don't know. His performance this season is weird. He's being very pensive and like thinking a lot about everything he has to say.
The entire dynamic of that show has been flipped upside down, though.
Yeah, and Felicity, don't ever make me tell you I don't love you. I was like, oh God, come on, man. But it's still good. The show is still really good, and all of them are kicking ass. So that's dope. I'm excited to see even more DC stuff happening. Really quick, before we talk about that, we should talk about Gotham while we're still in DC.
Oh yeah, we talked about Gotham last week too.
I actually got the chance to watch Gotham though,
So,
and I was kind of
first
hating on it.
impressions?
I was hating on it last week, but I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
It's good, man. It's really good.
And I was kind of turned off on the idea that they've modernized it. You know, they've made like it's this time, and you know, Bruce Wayne is like a child at this point, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't bad.
It works.
Totally. And we got to see some of the villains that
Balloon
kind of
Man.
existed. Which the Balloon Man, yeah, which I know nothing about.
He's more
but
of
he
an
was
anti-hero.
he was badass though.
Yeah.
But
Well, he was badass when his identity was obscure.
but he was killing people too, which made him just as bad as anyone else.
True, but he was killing bad guys.
Yeah, but still,
Like that cop was a dick. That cop who died.
Yeah, totally.
I'm glad he died.
they were all dicks, all the people that he killed.
Yeah.
But he was still kind of a scary character, you know.
Yeah.
He'd like lurk and search out his prey, and like, you know,
That
he was
cop
like a
almost
serial
killed
killer.
him too.
Yeah, totally. It was close. I was kind of hoping that he would kill him though, because the Balloon Man, I didn't like him. Dude. The Balloon Man like freaked me out.
Wait, who was the?
And you know what the thing was though too, is that he was wearing wasn't he wearing like a pig mask in the very beginning? He was wearing a pig mask when
He changed masks.
right,
Yeah.
and that made me think that he was Professor Pig from Batman.
Yeah.
So, Professor Pig is a fearsome character, and I hope that they introduce him in some way at some point in the
Maybe.
DC universe.
I wouldn't be surprised
But,
if we see him on Gotham.
Maybe, but that's supposed to be like later on in I think Bruce's like life, like his
Yeah.
timeline, like later on.
Way later.
Yeah, but I don't know. The acting is good. I like Jim Gordon. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
sick.
awesome.
And like Bruce Wayne is listening to like hardcore metal. And he's like drawing and shit. And Alfred is awesome. He's like a different version of Alfred. You know,
I like it.
he's Cockney.
I'm excited for the rest of that season. It's gonna be good.
Excited, and then Catwoman is like, but Catwoman's kind of like,
She's young. I feel
She's
they should
too-
change the actor.
yeah, they
The
should-
actress. She's not good.
She's not
She's
good.
young though. I mean, I feel like I don't know.
But
I feel like they tried too hard to implement Selena Kyle into the show. It could have done without her.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
'Cause,
why
okay.
Catwoman didn't ever see that shit happen? I don't think.
Yeah,
like
she
that-
didn't see Bruce's parents die.
They were like, we should just make
Did
this
she
more.
in the comics?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Because I don't think she was Catwoman at that point. Like,
Bruce was older than her.
yeah, Bruce isn't older. He's supposed to be older than a lot. Like, Nigma is old.
Uh-huh.
Nigma's like 20.
Nigma's awesome. He works for the good guys.
He is, yeah, he's like, guess what this is?
He's creepy. Yeah.
He is creepy, but they never give the Riddler enough credit in the Batman.
Everyone
universe,
hates the Riddler.
because
I
of
love
Jim
the Riddler.
Carrey. Jim Carrey fucked everything up in his tights, and he's like running around. Ooh, the Riddler! He looked like a fucking asshole with his like, goddamn He had like his bulge and shit. People were like embarrassed to watch that movie because they're like, "Oh, Jim Carrey, put that shit away, dude."
We were talking about how George Clooney and Joel Schumacher still have to apologize for Batman and Robin.
Wasn't there a thing? It was like yesterday, Chris O'Donnell apologized for some shit, and then today we saw on Reddit Joel Schumacher took the blame for the nipples.
The nipples in the bat suit. Like, why did the bat suit need fucking nipples?
The Batsuit didn't need no. You mentioned something else
The
that like
fucking
stood out.
bat credit card. Like, what the fuck, man?
That's so ridiculous.
Batman does not have a credit card with a chrome embossed bat on it.
But what's even worse though is that Batman doesn't have a fucking credit card. Period. Like no
He
one's
just
supposed to know
carried
who
it
he
around
is.
in his utility belt.
What
like,
if he lost it one night?
and
or
it has
something?
like unlimited limit?
No, but he would have to call somewhere and they'd be like, "Yes, sir. What's your name? Batman."
I'm Batman.
What's your last name, sir? It's just Batman. They're like, he wouldn't be able to fucking call and retrieve his card or take care of his balance or anything like that. But I guess that kind of implies that Bruce Wayne has so much money,
Yeah.
Hasn't he been put in like kind of the same situation that Oliver Queen's in right now? Like the company got taken away from him. Like Oliver has no money right now.
Yeah. So that's why someone was like, "How is he buying all this new shit?"
Yeah, they're like because he has a bunch of new arrows and stuff.
Felicity works at the fucking tech store. She works at like a Radio Shack.
Yeah. That was so bizarre too, and that they never really explained that. It was just like
she needed a job. She didn't want to.
That's her cover.
She got.
So there's kind of like a crossover between what's going on there and what's going on in Person of Interest.
A little bit, yeah.
In Person of Interest, they're all maintaining their covers.
So, Person of Interest, we could talk about that right now.
God, it's gotten so good. This show is crazy.
Such a good show. The writing, hats off to you guys. It's fucking phenomenal.
The man in a suit he's now a narcotics cop. No, he's a homicide cop.
Yeah,
he got promoted.
Yeah, he's Fusco's partner.
And Fusco gets all upset with him. He's like, "You have to abide by the rules of being a cop." And he's like, "Shut up, Fusco."
Right?
He tells him to shut up.
I thought you killed someone, Fusco.
Fusco did kill people.
I know. That's what he was saying.
But I don't do it anymore. It's like, shut up, Fusco.
Fusco's awesome, man.
He is, but Fusco is a little bit too,
I like their new base of operations.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
cool.
Samaritan can't find them there, and
Root seems to find every place though.
They have their new cell network, which is completely untraceable by Samaritan.
And Sarah Shahi, she's hot.
Yeah,
she's being hot as hell. Girl, you hot as hell in this season.
Girl,
it looks good. I like it. But yeah, so they're all just kicking ass and taking care of maintaining their covers,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really excited to see what happens in the rest of this season.
So let's talk about Supernatural.
Supernatural. So Crowley wants Dean to
partner.
Yeah, do they want to be partners and take over hell, right?
See, okay, now that Dean is a real demon, like he's
not though.
Yes, he is.
He has to feed the mark of Cain before, like, so as to not become a full-on demon, doesn't he? That's why he's like, he's kind of, he has like a IDGAF attitude.
No. I know what you're talking about. When Crowley explained to him how he came back.
Yes.
When he explained to Sam, he said the mark needs to be sated. So if the mark is on someone who's dead, it doesn't work. So the mark brought Dean back as a demon. So the mark could be,
sated.
Yes.
Sated. All right.
Sated. God, fuck that word.
Satan. So the mark can be Satan.
What? Earlier you were like Satan, and then you were like Stan.
Yeah.
Satan Stan. What about the fact
that Stan? That sounds like a country.
What about the fact? You know what always bothered me?
What?
I mean, it makes sense. It's creepy.
What?
Is the fact that in South Park, Satan has a sexual relationship
with Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. And he's like, "Hey, Satan.
Hey, Satan. Why?
Don't be mad, baby.
Why don't you go down on me anymore, Satan? It's like you don't love me anymore."
That's what Satan says to Saddam.
He's like, Saddam.
Saddam, you don't love me anymore.
You're not. Saddam's a slut. That's right. He's like, fuck it, Satan. I'm going out and partying. Let's have some drinks. Hitler wants to party.
But okay, so best
Saddam.
Supernatural. The season premiere was really good.
Didn't Satan date like Jeffrey Dahmer or someone else like in the interim period? I don't know. Satan dated some other horrible person. Speaking of horrible people, 4chan voted Christopher Poole, aka Moot, to be both the second and third worst person in all history.
I want to see the road so far for season 10. Is this it?
I don't know. No. This is an old road so far. This is like one of the first ones. When was this posted? 2002? 2012?
Yes. Yes, here it is. It's Pat Benatar at the beginning. Oh, what?
That is it?
This is like the first episode.
Dad wants us to pick up where he left off.
Oh my god.
This is like a trailer.
Why do we have to watch The Road so far?
I want to see it.
You can find it. Oh my god. It was good. I don't know. There's that guy. That guy's a bounty hunter. There's like, I don't know what his deal is.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure either.
What's his deal? Move the pointer. Cursor.
Castiel, jump!
You're like rocking out to fucking Pat Benatar. What a terrible song to use.
Are you serious?
Yes. Why would they? Why would? I mean, it's a good song, but
So good.
why would they use it for this fucking? It doesn't make sense.
Magic that powerful comes at a price, and right now we don't know what that price is.
Oh, Dean beat the shit out of that guy in the premiere,
First time I touched that blade,
and he was like banging that waitress at the.
Which, isn't that the wife of the bounty hunter, dude?
Oh, is it really?
That's why they're playing Dean, man. They have some sort of vendetta.
I don't think so. That's not his wife, no. Because she was like, see, I'm so fucked up, it seems like I deserve that, or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what? This is ridiculous.
Heartbreaker.
Oh, I'm Abaddon. He's like, yeah, take it, Abaddon.
Take my blade.
Take my bone.
No, take my blade. Sheath my blade, Avatar.
And Metatron is forever imprisoned now. Time to go howl at the moon, Dean.
open your eyes, Dean. Let's go take a howl at that moon.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean,
love
I hope that some
Supernatural.
good stuff happens this season, man. It's kind of an open book. It wasn't a bad episode. There hasn't, like you said, there hasn't been one bad episode of Supernatural, in my opinion. I feel the same way. But,
So-
let's see what happens in this next season.
So you want to talk real quick about last night's Doctor Who episode?
Oh yeah, sure. What? Last Night Murder, Mummy on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
He was a warrior.
It was a really good episode, man.
Yeah, it was good. This season for me has been kind of a big sigh, but Clara looked hot. She looked really hot. Fox's, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, Fox's there she is. You can see her now.
Completely unnecessary.
I mean,
she looks like some
overall,
girl
the-
from Jersey. Like,
the
what the
ep-
fuck is she doing there?
the episode was good, man. Like it had a lot of nods to the old Doctors, and you know,
I felt like Fox's vocals were good though, so that's cool. That worked.
I was trying to find some.
But that was just I was like, why was that necessary? Like, why did they have to put Fox? They're like, featuring foxes. Doesn't she have a music video too with a bunch of clips from Doctor Who?
Does she really?
From what I understand, that may be the case. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, overall, it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the references to past Doctors. Like, the Doctor was like, "Are you my mummy?" He tells the mummy, "Are you my mummy?"
Oh, really?
As
I didn't
in-
catch that.
Yeah. He takes the thing from the girl. He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna save her."
Right, I got that.
And then he's talking to it, and he says, "Are you my mummy?"
That
real
all
fast.
happened so quick, though. That was 66 seconds of just like...
That's the thing about Capaldi, is sometimes he says things so fast, or like his
And
accent.
he's very Scottish.
Yeah, his Scottish accent really is just sometimes it's overbearing, and it's hard to catch things he says. Or
So
he
many
pulled out
people
the
died.
cigarette case with jelly bellies.
That was cool. And the way he looked, the bow tie, that was, that was legit. Capaldi's like, yeah, Foxes is hot.
The mummy was cool. I mean, but it was
frightening.
What was he called? What was he really called?
I don't know.
The Foretold.
Oh, the Foretold. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And
Been around for thousands of years.
the story with him, real quick, is that like he was just some warrior trapped in some sort of spell or something.
No, it wasn't a spell. It was some sort of device.
He was
that
it was a scroll. No.
The scroll. He appeared wherever the scroll
Oh,
was,
okay.
but the device, if you remember, that was extracted after the mummy like dissipated to ash. Was what was keeping him alive or making him return, because every time the mummy killed or the foretold killed something, it had to regain power.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Before it had time
power
to attack again.
Right.
The writer Thomas Matheson, I think his name was. I have it down in my notes for that episode.
Matheson?
No, it's Matheson.
Matheson?
The way it's spelled.
Matheson.
It's Mathie.
And I was right. The Doctor Who Fox's music video features clips from upcoming episodes.
Oh, really?
So we'll see.
Jamie Matheson. The Doctor realizes that he needs to save people. He can't just let everyone die.
Well, I mean, when those people were dying though in that episode, he was like, "Well, all right, enjoy yourself. It's like your last hour.
It's your last 60 seconds.
Your last 60 seconds. Tell us what happens, for God's sake."
The Doctor almost took on a new companion too. He asked that guy to stay.
Oh yeah, and that guy was like, "Hell no."
He was like, "It seems like too much of an adventure."
He was like, "It seems like that would change a man."
Yeah, And
the Doctor should have been like, "Well, you're a fucking nincompoop. Like, you should totally change. You're remedial, dude."
That would be so funny if he was along for the ride now, and Clara would be even more upset.
I don't care about Clara. I don't care about Clara's well-being. She looked hot in that episode, but she was hanging with that woman who was distraught, and I was just, oh, Clara, come the fuck on. Okay, so Star Wars Rebels. I know nothing about this.
So Star Wars Rebels is a new animated series. It's on Disney XD. I watched the first episode of it.
It's on Disney XD.
I watched the first two-parter and the second episode.
Was it good?
It's really fucking good, man.
You gonna play it?
The animation is a little I don't like the animation as much as I like the Clone Wars animation.
Is it for children?
Yeah, but it's got some darker tones, man.
Is it would you compare it to like Green Lantern animated?
Yeah, somewhat. The animation is really similar. It's really good, man.
He's based on Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's Obi-Wan.
Overall, man, I really liked it.
A Tale of Darkness.
It's really cool. The stories are so far so good. I'm excited to see the rest of them. Apparently, James Earl Jones is going to be reprising his role as the voice of Darth Vader for this series. Disney's like, fuck it, we'll get James Earl Jones to come back.
Why wouldn't he? They're like, we're going to pay you $100 million.
No. $100 million to do one. I think he's only going to be in one episode.
He's going to be like, Luke,
I am your father.
They're like, here's $100 million, sir. He's like, thank you. That's how easy Hollywood
I am King Joffrey Joffer, ruler of Zamunda.
That's a great movie.
I love that movie.
So,
Zamunda.
I guess, is that pretty
That's
much
our show.
all we have to talk about today, isn't there? I don't really want to talk to you about anything else.
Sorry for all the spoilers.
Sorry. So now this is the last couple of minutes where people are going to tune to, and they're going to hear you say sorry for all the spoilers. It was fun, though. Oh, what? You're going to take a photo of River Song blowing out her fucking pistol? Spoilers.
See, River.
Oh, we haven't seen anything going on with the whole heaven aspect of Doctor Who, though.
No.
So that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Not really.
Anyway, my name is Downlow'd. It's DOWNLOWD. You can find me at iamdownload.com and check out my releases. I have my remix of Odessa featuring Zyra, Say My Name, is posted on my SoundCloud, and please go drop a vote on that if you like what you hear. I could really use the votes in that competition. Legendary is still out on Beatport, and I may have a new bootleg coming for you today or this next week. I'm not sure yet.
Awesome.
Depends. Alex will tell you more about Macro Records.
If you're interested about Macro Records and want to find more, you can find us at thisismacro.com. It's the hub for all things Macro Records, our blog, Let's Play, music, podcasts, everything we do. And now our shop is up and running, fully functional. Our first 5 designs are there. We have a photo shoot coming soon to get all those awesome model shots up there so you can see what the shirts look like on people, because right now we don't have that. The prices range from $30 to $40. They range from regular t-shirts to ultra premium tanks and ultra premium t-shirts. So
we've got also extra small sizes and whatnot for women and children. Mm-hmm. So this is the package of
limited supply on the extra small. Right now we're pretty much stocked in all sizes, so just go ahead and check it out. Some designs may get back ordered depending on how many orders we see, but chances are we'll be good for a little while. So go place your order. Grab a Macro Records shirt.
And some Macro Records underwear.
And
no, we don't have that.
Each order comes with, some stickers and some other cool Macro Records stuff. So.
Totally. So
thanks for listening.
Hustle.